This is gonna be a fucking white hot intro. I can already tell.
Dude, what's going on? You guys awake? All right, I am.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm
Sounds like
back.
Dude. All right. So for those of you playing at home, I told these guys to be on ready to record in about an hour ago. I wasn't ready until about 3 minutes ago because I fucking fell asleep.
Oh,
like,
bro's recording the fucking honk shoe me cast over there, fucking on the couch.
Yeah, man. I don't even know. Like, it's one of those things where you dream what you're about to do. Like, if you go like fall asleep again right before work and you dream that you went to work, that's exactly what happened. I dreamed that we already did this. So I woke up to Kaylee being like, "What are you doing?" Like 40 minutes later. Like, Jesus Christ, we're recording. So I don't know. So that's what's happening now. But we got a pretty cool episode that we wanna run by you guys if you're interested.
Jesus.
but first,
Oh, what's that? Fucking sale? Are you selling fucking popcorn or recording a podcast? Jesus, fucking Martha.
dude, I'm just fucking.
If you'd be interested, I would just like to sit down with you and go over some of your insurance options. You know, we have a lot of.
You have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Dude.
Bro is practicing to be a Jehovah's Witness after he just fucking witnessed the void sleeping.
Yeah, dude. First of all, I also just kind of forgot that we were supposed to open it the way Donald Trump addressed everybody in that True Social post. He goes, "What is up, my boys?" And in some cases, girls. What the fuck
Which
is that
a
all
hell
about?
of a way to open a Truth Social post, by the way.
Yeah.
In some cases. My God, anyway.
That's how I'm going to open, dude. That's how I'm everything. Anytime I make a speech, anytime I do anything, that's how I'm opening it now for the rest of my life. What is up, my boys? And in some cases, girls.
It's gals, Zach.
Oh, fucking excuse the fucking. I'm not from New York. I'm not a rich dude with a poor guy's accent. That motherfucker.
Yeah, no, that's a fantastic way to open from now on. I'm gonna have corporate meetings, and that's gonna be it. What is up?
Oh, dude, if you open a meet, I dare you. I fucking dare you. We're going to talk about benefits today.
And in some cases, retirement.
Yeah. You got to do it now. You got to do it.
It might just be like one of those things where it's like a nervous tick now. In some cases, I might just fucking fall into that. No, but
Many such cases.
So Tough Mudder happened for me, and
Yeah.
in some cases, you guys. But yeah, so the 15K. Now, forgive me, but I didn't catch the last episode yet. Did you guys talk about Tough Mudder at all?
Yeah.
So we did. We went over like our take, but I figured you would have quite the experience to talk about. So I wanted to give some space here to talk about that. Eric's experience at your first ever getting muddy and doing whatever the fucking shit that was that we did.
Yeah, no. So so first and foremost, I didn't think that it was kind of bad. It was an experience that I think will be one and done for me. And in some cases never again, but I think it was a good experience. I love playing in the mud for the first couple mud things that happened, but ultimately when I went dick first into that wall, that kind of did it for me. So again, so there's this big wall. I don't know how much you guys talked about, but there's this wall that you have to like run and jump over. And in my head, I'm like, all right, fucking, I just ran, like, not even ran, but like I just took part in fucking an 8-mile hike, and now I'm gonna try to jump over this wall with the rest of the momentum I have left in me. And it got to a point, and so I tried. I like ran up to the wall, and apparently the first thing that met it was my wiener, because I jumped and it just smacked it, and then I just basically ran into the wall and fell back down.
Bro just full on Wile Coyote his ass in the goddamn wall. Like it was.
You even left the imprint.
Yeah. You're all wet and muddy. You just leave a goddamn Eric shaped fucking stamp. It was an iconic moment that I hope I never forget. I hope I never ever. I hope it's in my brain forever. It was fucking incredible.
It was, yeah, and then that, and like climbing over, it was a, I don't know, for some reason I thought it was going to be easier in my head. I don't think I trained properly for it. I'm just happy I made it through and I didn't die. But overall, it was fun. It was fun with you guys. It was fun. The creativity that went into it, I felt was lacking, because we just ended up doing loops in a field to make up for the lack of miles that they had in between each obstacle. But no, it was fun. It was a good time, and I'm glad we got that free Hulk Hogan beer afterwards. So
Yeah. That was I rated that beer pretty poorly in the last episode.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was
The
a tough
Hulkster's
one.
got to figure it out, dude. I tell you, and I tell you what too. Like, it's I know this was like your first one, but I also had it in my head a little bit easier because, as Rick pointed out in the last episode, the last one that him and I did was shorter. So I assumed it was going to be about that same exertion. And I was like, well, I should be fine then. You
did the
like
last
with
one
where I was at.
hungover.
Yeah, I did the last one hungover, and I still fucking finished just fine. I felt fucking great afterwards, man. So, so the fact that I did that, I was like, man, if I go into this not hungover, that's a leg up already. And I needed another couple of legs up because I didn't. I ran out of gas, man. I ran out of fucking gas, like bad. So, but yeah, you did it. You did the thing. It was good.
Yeah, it was a good time overall. We don't need to get into every obstacle and stuff, but there were like the shock ones were interesting, and then like that giant mutter horn where you climb up and you climb over.
I'm actually surprised
I
you did
skipped
that one.
Bitch.
You surprised I did that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I skipped that one. I mean,
I know what you did,
I
Zach.
was fucking.
I kicked you in the head for it.
Well, yeah. So I took the obstacle options are climb over this or have a buddy kick you in the fucking skull and give you a concussion. And I was like, hey man, just boot me right in the fucking head. And Rick was like, I got you. And now I haven't been able to read. I haven't been able to read for 3 weeks. Forgot my mom's name. I don't know.
The Martha? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. I watched Superman. I think my mom's name is Martha. But no, it was yeah. I was kind of you were gonna give that one a shot, like that last one, that big, because it's like a 40-foot high whatever net, and like when you started climbing that one, I was like, hey man, yeah, go for it, whatever. I was the booster seat helping everyone up, and like when I started watching everyone, by the time I got Rick kicked me in the head and I helped him up so he could start climbing. And I walked around to the other side looking up, like your ass is like 3/4 of the way fucking up there, just doing your Spider-Man fucking bullshit, getting up and over. And I'm like, he's like, you were at the point of no return. Like by the time I saw you, because I think there's a certain height up where like you may as well just finish it, kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, dude, yeah. I just remember like there was a couple obstacles before that, like you had to go up and over this, like it's like that ladder to hell, whatever thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dude, I just remember like I got up over there and like I was already like weak and shaky from that, like, or at that point I was already like fucking like shaky, and I'm like, all right, that thing scared me because I was so shaky and crappy and couldn't hold on to stuff. So now this thing's like twice as fucking high. So no, we're done. I am going to continue to do a sport that makes me lay down for a full third of the event. That's That's my speed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the way to do it, I think. Yeah, no, when I got to a dude, I feel like I didn't realize how scared I was until like I saw a bead of sweat drop off me. Like I think right when I got to the peak of it, I saw it drop
Yeah.
off of me like in a movie. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even warm. Like I'm not exerting that energy. That's just nervousness from being up this high, and pure adrenaline is getting me over this fucking thing. And
Just raw fear.
I feel like I had a panic attack when I got on the ground because of like it like set into me. Like I got
Yeah.
down, I got done, and I'm like, holy shit, like that was scary.
Well, you crash off of the adrenaline and then you just sit there like, holy shit.
Yeah.
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 Dude, that's what happened. Like that thing where you got to go underwater. You got to drag
Mm.
yourself on, like, kind of back float and drag yourself, and you're kind of forced underwater during the course of that. Like that, dude, that like woke up like the little kid in me that almost drowned when I was like 5 or whatever the hell it was. Like that kid came to the surface, was like, do not ever do that shit again.
Yeah.
Like that was a level of
Okay.
PTSD I didn't know I fucking had. Yeah, dude, little kid, he came out, he's like, hey, 30-year older me, and just fucking slapped me right in the goddamn nuts. It was like, don't ever, never, ever again do that shit. And I was like, all right, all right, all right, go play Pokemon, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, that one did me in too. I panicked on that one. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I got like a sinus infection and all that, because I was gulping in that water and sucked it in.
Oh yeah,
Actually, I was
100%.
thinking about it, and this could be a coincidence, but the only obstacle that we three did and Brittany didn't was the monkey bar one. She was too short. She couldn't jump up and get on the bar, so she just walked around. We all went in that water, and
Oh,
she didn't get sick.
oh,
Yeah.
you know
So,
what? I mean, that is valid. I mean, maybe, maybe not, but
right. It
it
may
seems
or
like
may
quite a
not be what
coincidence.
caused it, but that was the only reason because I was thinking she did every other obstacle with us, but
Yeah.
we got sick and she didn't. So I don't know. Anyway,
That's the thing that shocked me, man, because like I'm certain it was because there's like shit in the water. Because I definitely like, dude, whatever
yeah.
the very first like get it where you get dunked in the water really hard and go under obstacle was, whatever the hell that one was. Like I immediately like dunked it. I wasn't ready for some reason to fall in the water, and like I got swallowed a ton all up my nose. Like my nose is still messed up. Like it's still like stuffy, and I'm still like coughing shit up. And it's
Yeah.
like, God, 2 weeks now,
Yep.
more than 2 weeks. So like I'm
Yeah.
all fucked up. I don't know what happened.
Eric and I both had to go get antibiotics.
Yeah. I had an ear
Jesus.
infection after that fucking debacle. So
I should have just got anabolic steroids. Started blasting Tren about it. I was
Start
just
with the
doing
same.
grandma Tren. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh well.
Well,
Oh well. It was good.
yeah. So overall, it was a good experience. I appreciated it. Like I said, we'll see what happens in the future if it ever happens again. But
It's a very HR response.
yeah,
Oh shit.
that's
No,
what we do around here.
I
I
grew
think
from
next
it, and
and we're just gonna,
a lot of
I think
lessons were learned.
the next thing we got to do is I need to teach you how to fucking play basketball. Because based on what I saw when we were lifting and training, uh, you need to figure this out. I think that's our next quest. I think Eric plays 3-on-3 is the next quest that I want to see happen.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it needs some work for sure. Dude, I can't I can't throw a basketball, and I played basketball for
No, to
like
be
3
clear, you
years.
can throw it. It's you can really put some heat on that motherfucker. We need to work on like some accuracy and finesse is the problem.
That's
Direction
true.
You're
is
trying to
relevant this time.
Speed over
Yeah, you're trying to
accuracy.
throw like a 90-yard fucking bomb for the win every single time down the floor. That's not really, you don't win a lot of games doing that.
He's so used to his bullets with throwing a football.
Yeah, bro's
Yeah.
playing Madden and doing fucking 4 verts every play here, but in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, it does need some work, and yeah, no, we gotta document that, because I think that would be some good content. Firstly, and
Oh,
secondly,
the
I
people
wouldn't
need to
mind
see it.
honing in my basketball skills. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. um, I wanted to talk about. So we got some. We'll get into our like a real deal topics, but I just kind of wanted to, aside from the Tough Mudder opening, but I had a meeting with a lawyer for my company today. We were part of this big group, and I just wanted to kind of voice my frustrations with how this specific lawyer talks, but also like other lawyers that I've dealt with in the past, how they kind of talk. And dude, there's so much fucking wasted air and space and time when you have these meetings with this person, because they always like they like have to walk the fence. I feel like even when they're having a meeting with like their own people. And for example, like this person would be like, so the company decided to do this a couple of years ago. Not saying that anybody on this call was there. Not saying that anybody's responsible for it.
Oh,
But it
Jesus.
was something that happened that is done and completed now. But I just wanted to bring that up. And again, just knowing that none of us were there, none of us are responsible. I'm like, all right, dude, how much precursor do we got to put into this conversation? Let me get it at this point. But not only like. So like that was like the pet peeve part of it, but just like the constant eggshell walking that is a lawyer when they're talking, just to not either like say the wrong thing, upset. I'm like, dude, you're not in court right now. Like if you slip up, it's okay. You can just say sorry. It's not going to be fucking held against you with a goddamn jury of your peers. Relax. All right. So
Dude,
I just wanted to bring
I
that up.
think it's got to
Do you
be a
think that guy
habit thing
wrote
for
his
them.
own vows?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Those would have to be an absolute fucking
Not
train
saying
wreck.
this is anyone's fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in sickness and in health. But if you get sick enough, you have to understand that, I might have to bail because if you're like a vegetable, like you got to take care of the kids. So maybe not, but, pursuant to the
Exactly.
contract that we're signing here in front of God, God being herein referred to as, yeah.
Please
Dude,
see Form 11C for types of sicknesses.
100%.
Yeah.
That's like the exact way that this whole conversation happened. I'm like, all right, we get it. Like, come on, get to the fucking point. But like, yeah, like if they wrote their vows, a person that I've loved more, not saying that I haven't loved anybody else before, and not saying that there won't be anybody after you, but just right now for this example, this person that I love, you, insert name, dude. I just like it drove me up a fucking wall, and it took like we had a bunch of shit we had to get through. And we had 3 questions we had to ask them, 3 questions in an hour-long meeting, and we only got through 1.5. And at the end of it, they go again. And again, just want to reiterate that not everybody was responsible for that decision back in 2015 or whatever. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, I was fucking 16 years old. Like, we get it. I wasn't here, and I'm not going to take responsibility for it
I
ever.
didn't even know this job existed.
Yeah. I was fucking cranking hog to fucking.
Well, not much has changed there, but
Yeah.
Well, this time he falls asleep.
Oh yeah.
Now he's old and tired. Instead of fucking charging up for another one, he fucking falls asleep on the couch with his dick out, and his fucking girlfriend has to wake him up. Dude,
Put that away.
Based on the fact that I'm irritating and talk too fucking much, I should have been a lawyer, dude. There's like so much money there, and all you do is just like say too many fucking words. I can do that shit. I mean, I'm doing it for free on this goddamn podcast every week for whatever reason. So
Pro
Right.
I could
boner.
have made like hundreds of dollars an hour. Yeah, pro boner. I am pro boner, by the way. I'm in favor.
Yeah. So I don't know. I wanted to bring that up because it really pissed me off today, and I'm like I was on mute, and the whole time I was just thinking like, all right, we got it. Like, come on, fucking roll my eyes 8 more fucking times.
Where's the chase, and how do I cut to it?
The body language thing, what sucks, like, is like even over video, like you can see body language, and it's hard sometimes to hide the body language where like, they start doing and by the way, and you just go, oh, like you just toss your head back or something, and they just go like, do you have a problem, Eric? And you have to unmute yourself and be like, yeah, this guy's a fucking moron. Like, I'm so exhausted right now.
They like to hear themselves fucking talk. Jesus.
I think some of them do, man. I really think some of them do. Because, God damn
That's
it.
not just specific to lawyers, though.
Well, also podcast. Oh,
that's true.
Oh,
Yeah. Maybe
call
it's
this out again.
taste of our own medicine that I got. Yeah. I don't know, but All right. Well, thanks for indulging me there a little bit. I just wanted to get that off of me. But let's get into the hard hitting fucking topics, right? Like the Epstein list or lack thereof, and Trump and all the conspiracies that surround it, and him saying it doesn't exist anymore. Are we still talking about this this thing that was just that was
Are
just
we still
topical?
talking about? Are we still talking about this guy that flew underage girls out to this island where you would fucking fly rich people out to rape them? Are we still talking about that? God damn it.
Move on.
Yeah.
It is so before I got elected.
Yeah.
For the second time. Dude, it's just here's the thing that's so bonkers is this is another I think it's another like instance where what the Trump administration does, like where the cover up is it's not worse than the crime, but it's like just executed infinitely shittier. Like it's like if I, like when you're a kid, if you break a fucking lamp or something and your mom goes like, "Hey, did you break this fucking lamp?" It's we're still talking about this lamp? Are we really? We're still going to talk about this fucking broken lamp that broke that I didn't do, but it's broken and it's not me and shut up. Like that's like a one-way ticket to being grounded for a week from your fucking video games, bro. Like it's
That
just
lamp didn't even exist.
yeah. The Democrats made the lamp. Okay, Obama planted the lamp where I was throwing the football in the house, and that's why it's broken to frame me. Like I just, and this is the thing. He's done it so many fucking times where he just gets all tweaked out and screams stuff like this and goes, "God, it's so stupid that you're even talking about this." Whenever it's something that he's done wrong, or whenever he's proven wrong, he just turns immediate to like, that doesn't exist, or you're fake, you're ugly, you're stupid, I don't like you. Like it just just fuck, man. Like your administration said there was a list. And then Pam Bondi said she had the list and was looking at it. And then you said you were handing out the list to a bunch of people and you handed out binders full of bullshit everyone already knew anyway. And then there's no list. Like,
Yep.
dude, there is two fucking reasons that you're suddenly not releasing that fucking list. There is two fucking reasons. It truly isn't real, which I don't believe, or you're on that cocksucker.
Yep.
Like, they've deemed it
And
not worth it to like frame the Clintons. Like they're like, what is the left? Like, would they focus on the Democrats or me? Well, now I'm the sitting president, so they're gonna fuck with me.
I love how some of his supporters are saying like Pam Bondi is not listening to Trump. It's like as if he didn't instruct her to not release it, But they're just like, no, this is her fault. She's not being transparent, and she needs to be fired. Trump needs to fire her. It's like, are you fucking serious, man?
Dude,
She's
if
riding
Trump,
that fucker left and right all the fucking time. She kisses his ass on camera for the
Oh, yeah.
world to see, and you think that she's disobeying him. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, dude, and the fact that like if Trump wanted it released and wasn't like instead of saying why are we still talking about this, why wouldn't he say something like I will get it, like I'm working on it, I'll make sure it gets released, like
Yeah.
because that wouldn't lose him a ton of his base. He wouldn't have flipped out and been like, God, why just shut up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a guy that wants this out. The guy that goes just shut up about it. That's a guy who wants this fucking list out in the open. Are you fucking I just I hate that it's always Trump is playing 4D chess. I hate that that's always, 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 always the thing. And it's just, yeah, these people are being bad. They're part of the deep state. They're not a real Republican. Like, whatever excuse they have to make. And for some reason, it's always Trump is playing fucking 4D chess. No, he grabbed a box of Uno cards, he threw it on a checkerboard, and he started flipping them over. And he thinks he's playing poker. He doesn't fucking know how to play chess. If that man knows how to play chess, I will eat a fucking chessboard on this podcast. I'm just fuck, dude. I'm so done with it. Like there was I got into it with someone was like, listen, dude, if Trump is true, because I think one of the conspiracies is it's something to do with like Israel and he's holding on to the list because he wants to like blackmail someone. I'm like, look, if they release that list, like if this conspiracy is true that they're trying to blackmail someone in Israel, I will hand you the keys to my house. Like fucking you can have everything. You can have everything I've ever had. Like that's not true. Trump is just a fucking idiot and he's on the list and he doesn't want to see everyone to see that he's been fucking kids for decades. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I got a kind of a question too. Is like a couple years ago, I think like there was like flight logs and things like that were posted or whatever. Like, are those real? Like, are those accurate? And if
Yeah,
so, like
that's
names are still on those, right? And he was on it.
yeah. Well, that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. Is like there is some stuff that is unredacted, and there's flight logs, and it's like that's where I think a lot of the people on the right got like, look, the Clintons are on here and shit. And I think there's
Mhm.
pictures of like the Clintons too, but they just seem to gloss over all of the like 1,000 goddamn pictures of Trump and Epstein hanging out and like being party
Right.
boys together, you know. And they
And
conveniently didn't read Donald Trump's name in the flight logs.
and they didn't listen to Epstein himself say, or Trump himself say Epstein was his best friend or something for 15 years.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, or like the video that we've all probably seen too of them like shooting the shit at a fucking party or whatever.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
laughing and pointing and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Like, at what point in time are we just like, dude, it's right fucking there, and the guy that's like preventing the information from getting out is the guy in the video. Like, there's
Yeah,
there's no incentive for him to be transparent right now.
Yeah.
Um,
This is the easiest murder mystery to solve, guys.
yeah,
it's a game of Clue, but you're handed all of the fucking like finishing. That folder with all of the fucking finishing stuff is just handed to you. Dude, well, here's the thing. Look, the way I see this is like those guys were clearly friends for a very long time. So, and I think that, I mean, there's of course cases where, someone murders someone else and their best friends go like, God, I knew him my whole life. I never thought he would kill someone, right? Or
Mhm.
whatever the case is. So there is cases where you might be friends with someone you don't realize what they're capable of. But the problem here is we have all of this like video and audio of Trump talking about sexually assaulting or being creepy on very young girls.
Yeah,
So
Right.
it's like, so you don't think that like him and Epstein are hanging out and Trump goes, hey man, I like to go backstage when all of these beauty pageant girls are changing their clothes so I can see them naked. And Jeffrey Epstein doesn't go, hey, well, then I have a deal for you. Because it turns
Right.
out I love getting my shit cranked by fucking 12-year-olds. You don't think that ever happened?
Right.
Like that never came up. Like
yeah,
it I refuse to believe that never happened. Some
Yeah.
version of that conversation happened.
This is like that guy who's surprised that his best friend murdered a bunch of people, actually helped him murder them and documented everything and had a whole island to do it on, and then killed himself somehow,
Yeah.
like at that point, okay, you're guilty. You're
Yes.
complicit.
This is a slam dunk, dude. It's a fucking slam dunk. It's being hidden from people. And the thing that like I do I do like seeing some of the MAGA people that are coming around and going like, okay, like fuck you. Because on
yeah,
Truth Social, that was a whole thing where a lot of people are being like, hey, like, no, fuck you, release the logs,
Yeah.
Like that you promised us this and now you're not doing it. Which here's your fell for it again award, because when he was asked about it, JFK, yep, got it. Like MLK, yep, we'll release those. Epstein, and he goes, well, there could be some fake stuff in there, and I don't want to hurt anyone's, whatever. There could be
Right.
fake stuff in the JFK files too, by that logic. So
right.
Yeah.
why did he suddenly hem and haw about that one? Again, seems a little bit fucking weird. And like everyone else has been saying, we've seen the memes. If I was not on the list, and everyone was saying I was on the list and I was a kid fucker, I would release the list. Like
Yeah,
Right.
I would print off 340 million copies and mail it to every individual in America to show that I'm not on this fucking list.
Well, we all know fucking Trump's egregious ass would actually turn it into something he could sell anyway. He would fucking make prints of it with gold fucking lettering and his goddamn signature on it and sell it for $150 a pop, and dipshits would buy it.
yeah.
God, they would.
That's what he would do.
That cologne probably smells like actual piss, by the way.
So
Smells like Hulk Hogan's beer.
Yeah, piss. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I think too, the way I'm looking at it and it seems like it is kind of trending this direction for some of the MAGA supporters and whatnot, but like they are the party that is the most skeptical of anything, anything that's been explained, like the moon landing, flat Earth theory. Like there's a pipeline to being on the right when it comes to like skepticism in the government and whatnot. So when the FBI and the director and all that and Trump release this video of the prison, wherever, and now that there's a video, right, after years and years of saying that the video cameras weren't working, and it's a doctored video, like there's a minute missing between 11:59 and midnight, and so you look at that in your skepticism brain, you're like, okay, so that seems doctored, gotcha, okay. And this guy, the president of the United States, was on the flight logs. Now there's no list. And Epstein did, in fact, kill himself. All of this is just pointing to a giant cover-up, in my opinion. And all these people that have this fucking skepticism mind are just kind of like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Like, dude, are you kidding? That's where you're going to fucking pull the brakes?
Dude,
right.
These are the same people that will just without any evidence go like, I don't know, Barack Obama was a little corrupt. And you'd be like, well, what kind of things, did make you think that? I don't know. He just a little corrupt to me. I didn't like the corruption.
Brown.
And then, dude, yeah, and then Donald Trump does textbook corruption. Like with the amount of evidence, I tell you what, if like this was me going to court for something, and whatever I went to court for, they had the same amount of evidence. Like, I'm hanging out with the guy that did the bad stuff. It's noted that I hung out with this guy forever. It's noted that, like, I went to his house. All the fucking, like, they would probably have enough to be like, yeah, dude, throw his ass in jail too. Clearly he's a party to this. So just, he can go too.
Right.
Like, we don't even need, at this point, anyone with, like, two brain cells to rub together doesn't even necessarily need to see the actual unredacted files because we put enough together where it's like, dude, there is a very, very high chance. Like it's with Trump's history of sexual assault, and again, all of the statements he's made and everything, it just seems a little too much of a coincidence that he's also hanging out with like a sexual assailant who like, trafficked people to do sexual assault to. Like, I don't know, man. If I'm a guy who's stealing cars or wants to steal cars, and I find a guy that helps me steal cars, and we hang out for 15 years, we probably stole a fucking couple of cars together. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and again, none of this is surprising to us. We could have connected these fucking dots before Trump got elected the first time.
Yeah.
And these people are just now, right now, 9 fucking years later. Like, wait a minute. He might be guilty of this. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
Think of all the shit they had to fall for before this point. They had to fall
Y'all
for
need ketchup tattoos.
They had to fall for it his whole first term where, he's saying I'll do the XYZ thing and he never does it. Then they're falling for it the whole next 4 years when Biden's president and Trump's up there bitching about this shit was stolen. And then they got to fall for it, for however far we are into this one, 6 months into this one of all this bullshit where, he said he would fix 3 wars on day one. That didn't happen. He said he'd lower gas prices. That hasn't really happened. He said he'd lower grocery prices on the whole. That hasn't happened. Inflation. He said he'd stop inflation. That's not going anywhere. Tariffs are starting to get ready to butt fuck the entire country because, well, those don't work as he described to you. And if you could read a book, you'd know that. Like, they had to fall for just an incredible series of shit before going like, maybe he was, and I don't even think they're admitting that he's a pedophile because I don't think anyone was openly saying like, hey, they're just saying, hey, this is fucked up that you're hiding people. I don't think that MAGA thinks, or like these people that are turning on him from within MAGA think he's a rapist. I think they think he's hiding people, right? Because they don't want to admit like, I supported a child fucker because all of these people are all like, we got to protect the kids from child fuckers, like transgender people who historically don't fuck kids. So like,
well, here's the thing too. I don't know that they would even be that bothered if he was on the list. They haven't been bothered by any of his other fucking heinous bullshit that he's committed.
Yeah.
felonies he's committed and been convicted of, the credible accusations of him raping people. Like,
The one settlement he had to
no, they
pay,
don't seem
I
to give a
forget the
fuck. They
woman's name,
still
but
voted for him.
yeah. That line, that's like the whole thing with a lot of these people that are like, well, we want to, whatever, get together and hang out, and why can't we just, agree to disagree type of thing. It's because it wasn't a like, maybe you didn't vote for racism because you wanted more racism, but it was not a fucking deal breaker for you. And this is another thing
Right.
where, yeah, okay, a history of sexual assault and saying disgusting sexual things was not a deal breaker for you. But
Yeah.
Kamala Harris laughed funny, guys. So don't worry. Like, that's a bigger
Yeah.
issue. That Kamala laughs silly, and she's a girl. Because, like, women, am I right? This
Right.
guy
Yeah.
clearly is more balanced and stoic. We need a man in there who is level-headed and doesn't
Yeah. He's not.
scream at reporters.
He's not a fragile, fucking thin-skinned little bitch every time someone calls him out on anything. That's for
Literally
sure.
anything. Literally
Yeah.
fucking anything, bro.
Well,
Heinous. It's gross.
Andy's setting the stage too, as far as like if anything comes out at this point, as far as the list goes, he's setting the stage as like what you put in here is that like the Democrats created the list to bring him down or whatever. But it's like, dude, why did you campaign on it then? Like, if it was such a fucking big deal and like it was set up for you to fail, like, what the fuck? Why were you using that as a goddamn as a huge point of emphasis when it came to voting for him? Like, a bunch of people were like, "Oh, he's going to expose everybody. He's going to do this," and like, so now you're setting the stage for that, and it's like, well, okay, so that's bullshit. Like, everyone should see that and say that's bullshit. And not to mention, like, fucking, he gets to a point too, or why are we still talking about it? Never existed, and everybody's just still like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, he's not going to release it because it's going to destabilize the government and things like that. It's like, no, man, fuck you for thinking that. First of all,
Well,
like that should be his whole goddamn point. He's the outlaw. He's this. He's that. He's Jesus coming down on
he's
wings in an
draining the
AI
swamp.
photo. Yeah, let him drain
Right.
it then. Like,
Well,
what are we doing?
that's what's so genius about this Representative Khanna wanting to force the vote, wanting like to have everyone go on record and say, "Hey,
Yep.
let's release the files," because then all the Democrats will vote, "Yeah, let's fucking release them,"
Right.
and then the Republicans will have to sit there and be like, "Well, who do we want to appease? Our constituents or Trump?" Because we can't, like, they're putting him in a position, and that's fucking brilliant. I love that.
I think it, no, well, the beautiful part is, yeah, it's literally an up or down vote. And this is, if you vote to release it, you're voting for the transparency that Trump promised. And if you vote against it, you're voting to protect the people on the list.
Right.
It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's black and white, you know? And you know what? Well, here's the thing too. As someone who's been a Democratic voter my whole life, if a Democrat votes against it, or if it comes out and there are Democrats on the list, which I'm certain there very well could be,
Sure.
fuck them too. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's part of the difference is, like, I've heard a lot of people on our side of the fence saying that, where it's like, look, if there are people on the list, fuck them. Fuck them. But everyone on the right is just trying to say that no, none of my people are on the list. None of my people, only your people on the list. No, they're not. Like, again, you're in a cult. Like, you're not willing to admit that, not even necessarily Trump, but like even people around him are on the list. Like, you're just so sucked into this fucking stupid one-sided bullshit that it's just painful for everyone at this point. It's painful to watch. It's hurting politics as a whole. Like, you need to be able to admit that, like, sometimes people on my side of the aisle are going to fuck up, and sometimes those are people that you even support, because you don't realize it, but you can always turn it around. Like, you can
Right.
always admit that you were wrong and say, hey, I fucked up, this was a bad person, and that's it, and I learned.
Yep. And we have to get rid of the stigma of changing like, it's bad to change your mind based on new information. Like, if I supported somebody and then it comes to light that they were an asshole about something, like, egregious like this, I should be allowed to change my mind and not, you know, not be held to, look, I didn't know that. Like, obviously,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we've been saying that since day one of this podcast too. Like, hey, when new information is revealed and you learn like you're learning something, and now you have a paradigm shift almost, and you have a different worldview now. Like, you shouldn't be penalized for that from anybody. It's just growth, and you're growing. Like, that shouldn't it's looked down as negative, or like, you didn't fucking know that. First of all, it's pet peeve in
Well,
my life too. Like, you didn't know that, dude. You didn't fucking know that either until you fucking needed to. Like, we all learn, right?
as we just got done critiquing them for not knowing that Trump was on the fucking list.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, but still, like, but god damn it, still sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Yes, I will give people credit when like anyone who changes their mind on this, I give them credit for changing their mind. But I still need to like kind of hit you over the head with the like you're kind of a dumbass stick.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's kind of the thing like you whatever you your kid gets in a car accident learning to drive because they do something fucking heinously stupid. You go, listen, I'm not mad at you because you crashed a car, you're learning, but what the fuck? You know, like you need to have those moments where it's like, I need you to reflect on how dumb you just were.
A
Like,
watermelon, really?
yeah, yeah, Eric, what the fuck? I applaud you for learning to not throw large fruits at your car, but what the fuck?
You know what?
Watermelon didn't exist. It
See,
was Barack Obama's watermelon.
it was a fake watermelon. Frankly, it was a stupid watermelon. In your fake news, by the way, for asking that.
Can't
I
believe we're
think,
still talking about this watermelon.
yeah, we're still talking about 3 cars ago. Are you kidding me? Um, no, but to that point though, that's an excellent point to bring up, because it's like, that is exactly what needs to happen though, because you need to have that reflective, okay, like a humbling experience, like, what the fuck, why did I think incorrectly for so long? But also, like, I'm getting to a point in life where it's like, what else am I looking at that could be like skewed differently now? Like, that's the important aspect of hitting somebody with the dumbass stick. It's like, no, okay, so hey, like, yeah, now you know, but like, do you understand now why it's frustrating? And maybe look at other things going on in your life that might be equally as frustrating, and maybe take a step back from yourself and your ego and look at it and be like, all right, I could look at this differently now. So
Yeah.
I think it's a thing. It's I feel like it may be hard for people because a lot of these people, they're sucked in. They're in the like Alex Jones pipeline or that like the Charlie Kirk pipelines and all of those. And those people, uh, like they're selling a product, right?
Mhm.
Their ideals and their ideology, I guess, is the product, right? So Alex Jones is selling you lizard people and you need to be prepared to eat your fucking neighbor and they're making the frogs gay. Like that's his product. It's not a good one, but it is a product. Charlie Kirk is selling you that he has too many gums. I mean, fuck, that he is an idiot. I mean, fuck, that he's doubling down on the fact because he wants to get in Trump's diaper, I think, honestly, because Charlie Kirk has just doubled down and he's on the side that the Epstein list isn't real or whatever. Um, but I think that people have a hard time because they see, they sit down and listen to InfoWars and they go, well, Alex Jones didn't change his mind. Alex Jones has been, A1 from day one. Like he's the same fucking guy. And they think that that's how you have to be. It's like, no, because you're a human being. Alex Jones, especially on that show, is not a human being. What Charlie Kirk tweets is not a human being, right? Because I have a hard time honestly believing that some of these people are that fucked up and gross. I
mhm.
think some of them are truly just selling a product and they're grifting to people in a way that they find easy. Um,
Yeah.
I like Ben Shapiro could be that guy. I don't know if he's completely like he's the worst writer I've ever seen on the planet, but I don't know if he's truly that shitty or if he's just grifting. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Well, they're
Um,
selling a narrative, right?
yeah,
That's what they sell. They sell a narrative, and that narrative invokes division and fear in people. And that's how they gain power, by scaring people into shit that isn't actually happening, and dehumanizing people that are humans and aren't lizard people, and and dividing people. That's all it is.
yeah. I did the lawyer version of that.
Yeah.
My fucking brain couldn't piece it all together in time.
No, I mean, you guys both, I mean, that's exactly, that's a perfect way to put it too. And it's like, these guys will it's almost like that they all have like they're not connected to it as far as like they're not a stakeholder in whatever they're selling, right? Like they'll be like, oh yeah, this is the way it's got to be, but when shit hits the fan, you're not going to hear from them. They're not going to be there with you, and if you're buying their bullshit, you're gonna you're gonna be egg on your face when it all comes down to it, because you were grifted, like you guys said perfectly. Like it's just, that's the way it goes.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll be interesting too, or one thing I'm interested in seeing is like, some of those big people like that we mentioned. I mean, like I said, Charlie Kirk is using all of his 450 teeth to like support Trump still. But Alex Jones did a video where he's sitting in his car talking about, I feel like I'm going to throw up because I have integrity. And I just, when stuff like this happens, my guts get all twisted up. And so he's talking about, whatever, how gross this is. So I don't know if he's going to go on InfoWars and say we need to stop supporting Trump, or if he's going to, like and I think with a lot of these people, it's like, what do you do? If you say, I don't support Donald Trump anymore, you're going to lose money. I mean, for them, that's losing money. But you also can't say, like, I support the fact that he's hiding pedophiles, because people like Alex Jones has been riding this fact that like there's pedophiles in the government and they're all lizards and they're fucking your kids, like doing the whole thing. This is his whole thing. For guys like that, this is his whole fucking show for like before the Epstein was a thing even. He's been
Yeah.
doing this shit forever. So it'll be interesting to see, like, does he do the like I feel really gross and then just kind of quietly put that part of him away and keep going and say other stuff about Trump to like try and or make some shit up about some Democrats again or whatever, or say something's a false flag or whatever. I don't know. I mean, Charlie Kirk is trying to make it into the White House. That dude wants to get into the White House, but no one can stand to see him smile because it's absolutely repugnant. So I don't think he'll get a job in the White House.
Yeah,
it's a jump scare. When he smiles, it's a fucking full-blown jump scare.
Yeah, and his hairline's got to figure it the fuck out. I don't know what's going on up there. Looks like some shit on his head.
Well, shit's running away from his goddamn smile. His hair's trying to get the fuck out of the way. He's gonna fucking bite it off.
Jesus, there it is again.
That dude, that was a kid that bites. Like, that was a kid that bites until he was like fucking 10 years old. He bit people.
He just kept his baby teeth, and then his adult teeth came in next to him.
He's got layers of teeth like a shark. Just absolutely fucked up.
And he has a 5 head.
Dude, and there ain't nothing in there. I mean, I've seen, this is a different topic I guess we should talk about at some point. Not now, but like, man, he's been taking L after L with somebody. He went to Cambridge, like an actual, like, really smart, not just a community college, like the one that he fucking dropped out of because he's not smart enough to hack community college, and tried to debate people on like abortion and all this stuff, and just got his fucking shit smeared all over the goddamn floor by like people studying like that are like, I'm like a medical student or a pre-med student, or people that are like, oh, I'm like a science professor. And now he's running away from like people that are actually smart, that are trying to debate him and follow him around and shit. So that's been fun to watch. But
yeah, I always enjoy watching Charlie Kirk get his shit kicked in. Debate wise, that's fun.
Definitely.
Highly recommend, podcast listener.
The Ben Shapiro crowd, that used to be his ticket too, right? Like going to a bunch of colleges and debating.
And he would talk really fast like this, so you couldn't really get a word in edgewise. And so he would say is like, well, do you believe in Israel? Because I pee and poo my pants for Israel. And if you don't, then you're anti-Semitic.
Yeah, that's exactly right, dude. That's like a lot of fucking. Speaking of that lawyer talk, bringing it full circle here, but like when they ask a question, like, I'm sorry, but my ape fucking brain is trying to hold on to like when you said arithmetic, I'm still trying to spell that in my head, like, like
fuck, stop,
yeah,
ER.
But they'll ask a question, then they'll be like, because this is the way, this is that, and then it'll get quiet. And this is a real situation that happened to Eric circa fucking 3 hours ago before nap. And like the question was asked and all of a sudden it just gets quiet. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, am I supposed to answer that? Like, you fucking, I don't even know what you said. Like, I stopped. I
gotta go lay down, guys.
Go fucking screenshot.
Damn, I'm tired now.
Yeah.
Trying to spell made my brain tired.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes I like think I talk like that, but there's no way I say it as articulate or as eloquently as these people. And I can't get a fucking like an idea across. And I feel like sometimes like I'm going insane in these meetings because I'm like talking and I'm talking, all of a sudden it'll get quiet. And I'll be like, these fucking guys are like, what the fuck was that?
We asked what you wanted for lunch, dude.
Yeah, he's fucking talking about everything.
You didn't talk about fucking marsupials? Where the
So anyway, I started a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so since I'm a bad talker, I started a thing where I talk. No, dude, so like the thing it's wild, it's interesting to watch these debates because like Ben Shapiro does just talk fast. Like he just talks fast.
Mhm.
People like Jordan Peterson just refuse to answer the question, right? Like, I didn't tell you that. Like he just refuses to accept that he's Christian despite the fact that he just goes on and on about Jesus and then cries a whole bunch for some fucking reason. And like Charlie Kirk's thing is like he tries to like reposition the question and then give like a preloaded like set of responses. Like
Right.
you could be like, hey, like what's happening in Gaza is fucked up, right? And he'll go like, well, does Israel have a right to exist? And I'm like, that's not what I fucking asked you, dude. Like,
Yeah.
but then from there, depending on your answer, he has a preset response. So he only like he's like loading cartridges into his fucking brain to respond to these kids. And if you don't do something that allows him to load one of those in, he just goes like, well, you're a stupid liberal cuck. Ugh. And he just whatever.
I win.
Yeah, despite the fact, like, dude, that dude, I know when that dude books his hotel room, he books one with like a fucking full blown like cuck observation deck with like an executive cuck chair. So like he's got a cuck chair that sits behind a desk on a raised platform that overlooks the bed, where then he goes to Applebee's and finds 5 random strangers to fuck his wife while he sits on the cuck observation deck. I don't know if
Yeah,
he's even married, but I know that's what he does.
he's got to be married, dude. They're all married to some poor lady.
Well,
Jesus.
they've tricked someone into like I don't understand, man. Like I think it's funny that all these people are like feminists and all that bullshit. Like you can't have a wife like that. My wife is a self-proclaimed feminist, and guess what? Like we still get it on, and we still both like each other, and we still do all the married people shit. Like it's not like I'm in some like sexless, horrible, sad
Right.
marriage where I'm like a piece like these guys just have nothing to offer to women except, well, I have a job, and that worked when women couldn't have fucking checking accounts, but they can have them now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Whatever happened. Speaking of like wives and things like that, did you guys see that? This is a really like off topic thing, but like Steven Crowder and when he freaked out on his wife.
Oh, yeah, because they got like I don't know if Steven Crowder like exists in like the media sphere anymore. I haven't
Yeah.
heard that name since he like that whole thing.
Yeah. That just reminded me of like because that's who I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of like these far right people are marrying these like like poor women, honestly, and then like they're just bitching at him like, you know what I do for you? This is like Jesus Christ, dude. 1960 called it wants its fucking societal standard back. Like, oh my god.
No, dude, you aren't kidding. That's what they want. They want ownership over a woman. They don't want a partner. They want to
Right.
literally own their wife.
If
Like
you
if they
can't
could sign
escape,
paperwork.
you have to love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can't run away. Yeah, dude, it's fucked up. Like, just get a hobby. That's, dude, I don't know, man. If
Yeah.
you're one of these assholes, just get a fucking hobby. Get a personality outside of I have a job. Because you know what's funny is like a lot of these people I debate, they go, well, I better make more money than you.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Cool. I
I
can
bet.
like have sex on merit, like instead of paying people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get a hobby. I hear toy trains are fun, like train sets. You could do that. You know, there's Legos. There's all kinds of shit. You don't have to be an asshole. Just go
Yeah.
build
Well,
train
yeah,
sets.
yeah. Like read. You don't even have to read. There are hobbies that you don't have to read.
Yeah.
Because I know that's really hard, especially with the Department of Education going away and everything. Reading's going to become a real fancy boy thing to do. So yeah, build a fucking train set, build some Legos, or like get really into smoking meat. I guess that's an okay thing to do. That's what guys do sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I think that's a fine way to end this. Kind of a positive spin on what you could do if you're a far right person and you need a hobby, smoke some meat,
Yeah.
brother. Maybe get into
You could-
whiskey. I know a lot of people do that too.
Yeah.
You can
I
drink.
think
Craft beers is on its way out, but you could still pursue that, you know.
Yeah, you can still do it. I think craft beers is still valid. You know, it's not as hip as it used to be, but yeah, brewing your own beer, craft beers, I think still in. Um, I don't know. Yeah,
Get
I guess
really
just
into
find
World War II, but not
Yeah.
the Nazi side, for fuck's sake.
Well, no, see, I don't think we tried to let him do that one. We tried to let him do
Oh.
that one. It doesn't work. I don't think we
That's
let. I
fair.
think we got to take that one out. I think we got to take that one out.
They
That's
like all
fair.
the
You
neat
fucked it
uniforms.
up. You can't do World War II no more because of you assholes.
Because of you guys, because of woke. Because of woke, we can't talk about Nazis killing people in World War II anymore.
And how that was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. If we can't get that point across from you guys, just get hung up on the idea of it and all
You
the
guys are
magic.
cheering
just-
for Homelander.
Dude, I just love so I need to see this. I mean, okay, so this video is going to go way too long, I'm sure, when it comes out, but I did see a post that Ben Shapiro did just go and watch the new Superman movie,
Yeah.
and he didn't like it, which is funny because the original Superman was definitely based off a Jewish person because he was written by two Jewish dudes.
Sure.
And like I'm gonna watch. I think when it comes out, I gotta watch it. We'll have to discuss it because he did he did the same shit for Barbie, which like the idea of Ben Shapiro sitting through the Barbie movie made me so fucking like funny. That was hilarious to me.
Just
But yeah,
him sitting in the back, furiously
just-
scribbling notes, going hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically, for argument's sake, if this was a real Barbie, I wish she looked more like AOC because there are enough feet shots in here that I could definitely come. I just,
Jesus Christ.
I need to see what he thinks about a Jewish alien from outer space trying to like save the world and how he's gonna spin that. It's definitely gonna be based on immigration. If he says Superman has like become woke, like then I know he had like he's never read a comic book in his life. He has no joy. That's okay.
Yeah. His wife
have no
is
media
dry and
literacy.
barren, so
I think only with him. She's getting it from somewhere. Maybe those 5 random strangers at Applebee's.
oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
see,
Cuck
I
suite.
think, yeah, dude. I think that, but I think she does it behind Ben. So like, she sends Ben Shapiro off to a Buffalo Wild Wings, where he like does the Blazing Challenge and then shits his pants for Israel, right? Like he just fills his fucking diaper for Israel. And then she sneaks off to an Applebee's to find 5 random strangers, as is her right in the United States of America, to just completely fucking fill her ass out so that when she goes home to Ben, she's just like, no, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And like, this is how I normally am. And Ben's like, he's flipping all the knobs and he's in there like looking like a goddamn old timey train conductor trying to like make all the goddamn cartoon noises with the fucking piano and shit that he can. And he just can't figure out. Like Ben, little man in the boat, he's up top, bro. He's up top. Ben, when you listen to this, Ben Shapiro, someday.
There's no boat. Yeah. Literally. All right. Well, yeah, that's a good place to end, I think.
Yeah, we made a weave this time, boys. We made a weave just like Donald Trump would. So that was good.
Yeah. We're drawing from our nearest inspiration. So there we go. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for listening. Yeah, we'll see you next time. And smoke some meat.
Trains.